Billy Hall doing my test. Alright, number 1. Write a similarity statement for comparing these three triangles. My similarity statement was triangle ADC, similar to triangle ABD, similar to triangle BDC. Triangle ADC, or angle A would be similar to angle A, because AD and ABD. And I put the right angles in the middle for every triangle. Angle B similar to angle D because they're right angles. Number 2, use a proportion to find the geometric mean. Given pair number 2/3 to 96. Setting up in the proportion would be the extremes. Then I use the variable x for the means. And then 2/3, then you multiply by the common denominator. 2/3 times 96 equals x squared. Then simplify 2/3 to 96 is 64. And then you square root them, and then geometric mean. Number 3, find the values of x, y, and z. To find the value of x, you do the Pythagorean theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And then you plug in the legs right here, the hypotenuse here. And then simplified x squared plus 324 equals 468 root 13. Subtract 324, square root, and then x equals 12. And then for z, I use the altitude theorem, not the leg theorem. And then 12 here being the altitude, you put it here is the means. 18 and z, the extremes. Multiply by common denominator. 18z equals 144, and then z equals 8. And then for y, I use the Pythagorean theorem again. And then you plug it in. 8 squared plus 12 squared equals y squared. Simplify. Then root 108. Simplify down to 3 root 12. Number 4. Let's find the approximate indicated length of the triangle below. It cut off right here, but it says cosine 29 is about 0.87. Cosines are adjacent over hypotenuse. And cosine 29 degrees would be r over 7.2, PR being adjacent. Then I plugged in cosine 29 degrees. 7.2 times 0.87. If you multiply 7.2 on the bottom, both sides, PR is about 6.264 meters. Number 5, angle 3 would be an angle of elevation. Because here, straightforward for eyesight, then if you look up, then it would be an angle of elevation. Because up, that would be an angle. Down would be an angle. Would not be an angle. Number 6, cosine of 30 degrees. I drew for 30, 60, 90 triangle. And then I took the cosine of 30 degrees because that's what it asked. So then it would be adjacent over hypotenuse. Then it would be x root 3 over 2x. The x is crossed out, and then the answer is cosine of 30 degrees is root 3 over 2. Root. Number 3, find the cosine of a of tangent 7 over 24. Right, tangent is opposite over adjacent, 7 over adjacent, opposite, 24 adjacent. And then I use the Pythagorean theorem to find the hypotenuse. Here the legs, and then simplifying is where 576 plus 49, 625. Square root of both, c equals 5. Then I did the cosine of a, 24, adjacent over hypotenuse 25. Cosine of a would be 24. Now calculator. Find the indicated angles from the figure below. Measure angle R. So I decided to do the sine of R, which is opposite over hypotenuse. So 6.7 is opposite, hypotenuse 8.3. Then I did the inverse sign, so you cross out the sign here, move it over here. Simplifying here, measure angle R would be roughly 54 degrees. For number 9, indicated angles and sides in the figure below. So first I did the tangent to find in the side right here, the tangent of 56 degrees, 3490. Then you just have to find the supplement of 34, should be 56. The tangent of 56 would be 4.2 times AB. AB times 4.2 opposite over. Then you multiply by 4.2 on both sides. And then you do tangent of 56 times 4.2, which is about 6.2. Then I did the cosine of 34 degrees. Find the measure of AC. So it would be 6 cosine SOHCA adjacent over hypotenuse. So then 6.2 over AC times 6.2 on both sides. And AC, 6.2 times cosine 34 degrees. AC is about 5.1. Find the means of proportion. 3 and 5 are the means of an impurity extreme. When the angle of elevation from the ground, ground, here's the ground, and then here's the angle of elevation of 82 degrees, and here's the shadow 5.1 feet long, and then draw down from here to make a right angle, this would be 6 degrees. So then, it has to find the height of the monument, so I use the tangent of 82 degrees, opposite over adjacent, multiply by 5.1 on both sides. Tangent of 82 degrees times 5.1 gives me the height of 36 feet. Number 12, find the RT and round it to the nearest tenth. So I did the law of sines, so it would be sine R over R, sine T over T, sine S over S. S would be RT. Then that portion. Then I changed S to X because it's easier for me to do X. Y, just do. And then you multiply the common denominator, simplify, then X times sine of 36, 15 sine 30, divide by sine 36, and then put that on the calculator. RT would be about 25%. Alright, find measure of angle R and round to the nearest whole degree. So I did the law of cosines here, minus a squared over 2b. Then you just got to plug it in. So here's R. You define the two things that make up the included angle, and then subtract the side that's not the makes the included angle. And you multiply 2 times the two sides that make the included angle. And then I multiply by the inverse cosine, and R equals inverse cosine times 113 over 140. Then the main measure of angle R. Last one, find the area of the triangle and round it to the nearest tenth. So the area formula for a triangle that doesn't give you the side or the height is usually area equals 1/2 base times height. So it'd be area equals 1/2 AB sine A. So this would be sine A, and these would be AB in this situation. So 1/2 times 15 times 16 times sine 115. Then this simplified to 40. Then 1/2, so divide all these by, multiply this, divide by 2. Area is about 108.8 inches squared. Thank you. Goodbye.